Hello and welcome! In this video we will go through the second chapter in the Thaldraszus campaign called Time Management. Before we do so, let's check the lorebook on what we did in the previous chapter called Thaldraszus, City of Dragons. Now, as you can see, oh, this disappeared, that's too bad. So, in the achievement Just Don't Ask Me to Spell It, you can see that in the previous video we went through the chapter called Thaldraszus, City of Dragons, and now we will go through time management. Now, as I always say on my videos, unfortunately we cannot check the lorebook entry directly, because once you have completed the initial campaign, it gets removed from the lorebook and it gets replaced by the next campaign. So, once again we will check out Wowpedia for the lorebook entry of Thaldraszus, City of Dragons. You travel to meet Caligos in the dragon capital of Thaldraszus. Atop the seat of aspects, he warned the others of Razaget's activities and the rise of primalist aggression. After uncovering insurgency within the city, you race to Southhold garrison. Upon reaching Southhold, you were met with primalist activity attacking, well, we, that's not right. Okay, let me try that. Upon reaching Southhold, we were met with primalist activity attacking the garrison. You fought off the invaders and sought out the garrison commander Aranok. However, Aranok proved to be a traitor and had sided with the primalists in exchange for fiery power. He disappeared, leaving the garrison in the claws of Magnatalon, who you then defeated. Okay, so I guess that was a little bit buggy, that lorebook entry on Wowpedia. Anyway, we get the general idea. So as you can see, or as you might have seen, I have started this video at a different location. So it's not where we ended the previous video. Now I did that because a little bit of the next chapter called Time Management starts as soon as you deliver the last quest of the previous chapter. Now I'm going to try and trigger that little bit of dialogue once again. So that's why I started right here at the entrance to the seat of the aspects. So this is where we are right now, in Thaldraszus. Alright, so we will now enter this massive chamber. And once again use the teleporter pad to ascend to the top of the spire.
I require a moment of your time, hero. I promise it shall not be wasted.
So this is the dialogue I was referring to. This one can be ignored, that's bound to a different chapter or a different campaign. You summoned us, Nosdormu.
There is only one true timeline.
The flow of time. The threads of time flow like a river, with many bends and branches. Occasionally, those flows can be changed. However, any anomaly left unresolved may doom our destiny to a false timeline. We are quickly approaching one of these anomalies. I have sent Chronormu to the Shifting Sands to investigate and correct any issues to the one true timeline. I foresee that your assistance will be invaluable. Please lend us your aid and meet with Chronormu. Travel to the Shifting Sands and speak with Chromie.
Be mindful of which place you belong.
Chromie, huh? Alright, so let me show you the map first. This is where we are headed, so that's going to be a little bit of a flight. So if you haven't picked up any of the flight points yet, as I haven't done, we'll fly there and pick up the flight point right here at names Galakir Post. Alright, let's get started then. So just to clarify, we have now started the chapter called Time Management. So right about here we can find this flight point. There we go. And Galakir Post. Now we can just move on to Shifting Sands. As you can see, there's an opening in the mountains, which we follow. And then here we are. And there's Chromie. She's just a little bit shorter than we are.
Why, hello.
Oh, it's you again. Or is it the first time? Anyway, hello. Nosdormu sent me to help.
Thank goodness you're here. The time waves are in chaos. We'll need as much help as we can get to fix them. An infinite dragon is trying to corrupt our bronze oath stone in the temporal conflux. That stone embodies our calling to protect all time. If corrupted, anything could happen, including... Oh no! Murrazan! We can't let that infinite turn Nosdormu into his awful dark alternate self. I'm going to go try and hold her off. You help Dante sort things out down here.
Sounds like a plan.
I knew you'd turn up eventually.
Hello. Again? I think?
There's nothing the Time Walkers can't fix.
Except some of our ranks are missing.
Okay, and then we have... Wow, names. Andante Normu. That's quite the name.
So many books, so little time.
Perhaps the greatest irony of being a Time Walker is having all of time to study and yet no time to study. What's happening here? There has been a disturbance up at the temporal conflux. The repercussions have destabilized the timeline currently around this valley. We are limited in numbers, but we must contain the unbalanced temporal energies coursing through the valley before the effect spreads. Only then can we help reinforce our companions above.
You know where to find me.
Temporal difficulties.
I'll be deep in my books.
Did I read the name of that previous quest? The Flow of Time? Not sure. Anyway, temporal difficulties. Hello, you're right on time. Some trouble up at the temple is causing the time waves to destabilize and spill out into the valley. Not only that, but a bunch of Time Walkers are missing. We've asked for extra help, but one of the new recruits hasn't arrived yet. Can you look for her? Be careful though. Time's in a massive state of flux around the valley. There's no knowing what dangers are around. Find the missing recruit in the flowing forest in Thaldraszus.
We will find time.
I know you'll find everyone and get it figured out. Meet me at the temporal conflux after.
We shall do our best. I wonder what is keeping Sia there, though.
Wow, these dragons and their names. Sia Zeratal? I'm gonna have to practice on that. Okay, so you could fly directly for the waypoint, or you could head slightly to the right, follow the road, and then go to the left here.
The time magic, sir. There was a... Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I can help.
I knew somebody would come around, eventually.
Did we do it?
Haven't got time for the pain. One moment. My first assignment. Unstable temporal energy seeping into the forest, affecting the wildlife. Need to assess the impact and collect that magic for the Time Walkers. Zera shakes her head a moment. I was examining a pack of Vorquian when I was attacked by a crazed bear overflowing with time magic. It caught me off guard. I barely escaped. Could you find my missing gear for me? You might also have to deal with that bear. Retrieve the Time Walker stuff, Time Walker notes, and slay the crazed alpha in the flowing forest of Thaldraszus.
We make a good team.
Alright. All of these can be found at the waypoint. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to target an animal. At the waypoint right to our southwest. So let's fly there right now. Where we can find, well, lots of slaughtered animals, as well as a bear standing over corpses. But here we can see the Time Walker nodes. So obviously bears don't have pockets. You never know if it's a rare species. Now then, Time Walker notes. A detailed manual on how to use a Time Walker staff. Someone has scribbled notes all over it. Who would that someone be? Then in this cave you can find the Crazed Alpha. So it's to your west, slightly northwest. Let's OCD on checking its pockets. And perhaps interrupt that. I'm guessing that was a rage. Or that has a rage effect. Oops. That was perhaps more important to interrupt. Let's keep our interrupt then for now. Could have stunned it actually, but to live with that, I guess.
I don't have a target.
Okay, that's the Crazed Alpha taken care of. Now it did actually hit a bit harder than I expected. All good. Time Walker Staff, an instrument for manipulating time magic and shepherding the time ways. And there we go. The quest is ready for turn in. Was just noticing this little extra. But it's good that we ignored. It's good that we ignored that.
I am always ready.
Were you able to find them?
I know I can.
Thank you for recovering all that valuable equipment.
I think that went well.
If you want to recover your health with forest fruit laced with unstable temporal energy, do not do it. Trust me, the impact on the body can be time-consuming. Get it? Ah! Time is running out.
I know I can.
With the Bronze Temple under attack... With the Bronze Temple under attack, temporal energy is seeping out everywhere. The Time Walkers placed collectors all through this forest, trying to gather all the errant magic. Anything collected can also be used as extra power, which is a good thing. This crisis is draining all our resources. I was supposed to retrieve the collectors, but I still need a moment to catch my breath. Could you get them for me? Collect 8 temporal collectors in the flowing forest of Thaldraszus. And for that we get a slight upgrade.
Did we do it?
Or a small upgrade.
I think that went well.
Time in the bottle. Great, the Time Walker staff intact. But it is definitely drained. I know, you can recharge it using the temporal energy coalescing around the wildlife here. Unfortunately, that means defeating affected creatures in the forest. The energies were making them dangerous and unstable, and you would have had to cull the population after anyhow. Sometimes you have to sacrifice for the greater good. Could you help? I still need a minute. Collect time energy from slain time-charged wildlife within the flowing forest of Thaldraszus.
We make a good team. Thank you. Meet me back at the Shifting Sands.
Will do. What's this little Iskaran doing here?
Mama says my tusks will be bigger than a mammoth's.
Oh, okay.
Wanna fly kites, leader?
That's a little something extra. Alright, so in this zone, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. We can find both objectives with this one, temporal collectors, being focused in this area. So I'm gonna focus my quest tracker on this area, just for convenience. So yeah, these are the things we are looking for. Temporal Collector. A crystal gem that draws in temporal energy for use by the Time Walkers. So let's focus on those first. I could remember one being up here, but I guess that's wrong. Alrighty then. So let me just make sure we don't get into multi-combat. And my poisons wore off again. How inconvenient. And as you can see, killing any of the wildlife charged with time magic makes them drop orbs that you have to pick up. And this fills up your progress bar by 2% for each orb. And more energy. Okay, so all there is to this quest is repeating this progress over and over. Alrighty then. Phew, just in time.
I must get closer.
And as usual, I've been having this feeling that I'm forgetting something since the start of this video. Oh well, I guess I'll notice what I'm forgetting when I'm editing the video. Anyway, up here we can, whoops, wrong button, find a next collector. Go, a lot of time energy ready for us to be picked up. Sometimes you have to jump to get them all. Alrighty then. Now we just keep looking for little orbs indicating that there is a objective nearby. Up here we can find more. Well, I think it should be part of... that's weird. Okay, let's see if we get any progress for killing him. Killing the bear. Yeah, it works. Weird how the creature isn't marked for being part of this quest. There we go. Now to our east we can see another orb with a sleeping guardian. Let's see what happens. Cool. Didn't wake up. Let's just keep going then. And did I look over this one a minute ago? Nah. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well. Just quickly waltz through them, since we need the energy anyway. There we go. It's a lot of energy. But as you can see, I will have to... Oh no. Oh no, I mean... Okay, so I was going to say, as you can see, I will have to jump to get some of the energy orbs. Perfect. So 2 temporal collectors to go. Only 8%, or well, it's 8%. That's 4 orbs until we complete that objective as well. Might actually have some excess energy, so perhaps I can use that to my advantage. Oh, these poisons always break the deal. Alright, let's search for our last orb first, and then use Vanish. So yeah, when you're on these or on this objective, you might miss some. That's no big deal, really. Ah, there it is. And it doesn't have any guardians. Awesome. Alright, now we go back to the Shifting Sands. We can find... Let me just check back. Ah, that's too bad. Anyway, the game itself called her Zera, so for convenience I'm going to do so as well.
I know what to do. What is the problem? I know I can.
Were you able to find them all?
We make a good team.
Thank you. Now the forest can try to recover, and the Time Walkers have some extra energy.
Did we do it?
And it's been upgraded, nice. This staff has been through a lot. It should be fully functional again. Thank you.
Dante, this is the adventure I told you about.
We have met. They appear to be another promising new recruit.
So now the game also offers an easy way to, well, address him, Dante, instead of Andante Normu.
Is it that time already?
Feels like the first time.
It has been a time.
Shepherding the Time Ways is a dangerous duty. Though you are not a Time Walker, Ambassador Normu believes you will be of great help. But to ensure your safety, we must properly train you. Unfortunately, all of our instructors are still missing. I will do my best to help. Let us see how we both do. I know the Ambassador is counting on the both of us. So the Ambassador Normu sounds a little bit weird. Speak with Andante Normu and participate in Time Walker training.
You know where to find me. Come along. You as well, see us there, Thel.
If only we could skip forward to already being Master Time Walkers.
Let me know when you are ready.
Is that not something we can do? Since we can, well, work time magic?
Yes, I have time. For now.
This will not make you officially Time Walker, but you will at least have the proper instructions to keep you safe as you assist us. I am ready to begin.
It has been a time. That staff is able to harness temporal energy from a source. Please, give it a try.
So this is the Collector. Collector drained.
Well done. The staff can also be used to redirect the energy collected to a target such as this one.
Conduit empowered, and this is the conduit.
Excellent. Now, try focusing your staff's energy at this artifact in order to restore it to its time of origin.
And as you might have expected, this is a time lost artifact.
But please, be careful.
Okay.
Oh dear, it backfired. Brace yourself.
How unexpected. Jinxed it, really?
We Volpera have always been resourceful. No matter the adversity, we do what it takes to survive and keep our family strong. The Horde helped us when we needed it. And now, it's time to return the favor. A fair trade, if you ask me. A whole world of adventure is awaiting you out there. Explore it and become a hero. For the Volpera and for the Horde.
Ah, there you are. This happens sometimes. We must return to the present, however.
Wait for Andante Normu to help restore your personal timeline.
Really, we must be going.
Well, do it then. You can't click it.
We are going back. As you can see, there are serious consequences to wielding time magic improperly.
So, like I said, that was not predictable at all. Him saying, be careful though. Alright, so I'm just changing my position. What you saw there was actually our character going back to the moment where we, well, started the character, I guess. We started off our adventure.
I wish I could get back to my books. We will find time.
That was quite unexpected. As you can see, there are many dangers that come with wielding time magic. I do wish there was time to examine the effects of your little hiccup, but there are more important matters.
I'll be deep in my books.
Times like these.
It has been a time.
As you can see, Renown 7 with Thaldraszus Accord. Despite that small hiccup during training, I believe you are prepared enough to aid us here. The distortions in the valley are allowing different time periods to cross over into ours. We are unsure why these timelines connect. Oh, there's a little something missing here, which is quite alarming. We need more information. Comma. Please, see if you can find anything about the creatures pouring in from different timelines. I am sure their passage will have left some sort of residue. By studying it, we can hopefully find a way to get ahead of this crisis. Collect 100 temporal residue from time-lost enemies in the Shifting Sands. And we get a ring for that.
I'll be deep in my books.
And Zera has a quest as well.
We will do this together.
If we could turn back time. A proper time walker never leaves a crisis half resolved. Why wait and study when we have the tools we need already? Since you have my original staff, I found a spare one for me to use. I am sure no one will miss it. This is my plan. We team up on those rifts together and save the day. All the days really. Sorry, I still get confused about the time stuff. What do you say? The task should be simple enough, right? Close the time rifts in the Shifting Sands with Zera. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the name again.
We make a good team. Let me head to the rifts first. See you there.
Dante did a way better job at pronouncing her name. Alright, just as she disappears, we can see a time rift right over here. So she basically leads you to the objective. First, rift closed. Just checking.
This should be easy.
Oh, okay, that's the
Did you do it?
same bit of dialogue.
Not bad. Let me handle the next one by myself.
Will do. And over there, to the east, we can find the next temporal rift. Just wondering, should I tag in here? Let's give it a bit more time. Time that we will spend on closing the rifts.
The energy from this rift feels primordial.
Zera observed.
I am always ready.
Ready to watch future Master Time Walker in action? Show me what you got.
I know I can. Oh, this is not good. Maybe you should handle this.
Okay, did she just send a Murloc into that timeline? When who suddenly jumped in front of her focus beam?
I think a Murloc just merged into that timeline. Do we really need to tell Dante? It will be fine.
Sure. Well, if they haven't met any Murlocs yet, they are in for a surprise.
You can close this one.
Alrighty then. Third rift closed.
What is it now?
When am I?
Stranger met. Eonormu, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
What time is it?
Which timeline is it? When are we? Are you one of the Time Walkers? Did you say the Time Walkers? They are here? Zera could lead you to them.
Time is passing.
Why were you inside that time rift?
It is a long story.
Dante is going to love this.
And then they disappear. Alright, so let's fight this big dinosaur. Just wondering when... oh damn, he's hitting hard. What timeline this would have been from? Guess it could be classic. We saw Devilsaur in, well, among others, Ungoro Crater. Even though in the Battle of Azeroth, or for Azeroth, there were Devilsaurs in, what was it called? Zandalar as well. Time Lost Raptor. Alright, as you can see, you gain several temporal residue from each monster, or each creature you slay. Each creature that came in from a different timeline. Now, just wondering, well, guess we're not alone, so let's give it a try. Guess I really need to work on using my stun, my kidney shot. Especially at these moments. There we go, 35 out of 100. Temporal residue. I'm not sure why they are fighting non-aggressive monsters. Yikes, that hurts. Alright, let's use... Actually, why not help her or him? Now, what timeline could these come from? Once again, there's a few possibilities, with Classic being one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Whew. Used the wrong button there.
I'm out of range.
That's really close. Okay, 49. Now, this is a little something from the renowned tree of the Iskarans. When you reach level 5, you can find these worldly story scrolls. But since that is not part of this chapter, I'm going to ignore that for now. Alright, back to slaying creatures. Now as you can see, there's murlocs as well. Well, we saw them earlier. Sorry that there is a lot of killing to be done and a lot of possible targets. Oops. Oh, and then they attack in pairs, or with 3. Oh, that's cool. Am I able to get away? Well, I could have. Kinda only expected to get those 3, which would have been enough already. So yeah, I guess that's my first death on screen. It happens, right? And still they are fighting here. Alright, let's just repair quickly.
Time is money, friend.
There we go. Alrighty then, now that our skills have recovered mostly for our abilities, let's tag in here. That's a lot better.
Too far away.
And we weren't fighting alone, so that helps. Okay, I'm gonna avoid those so that we don't get 6 targets again. Now those, that will mean 3 targets as well. That looks good, even though there's 4 of them. Or 5. Is that? Oh, there we go again. Alright, vanish it is. Looks like those guards are strong. They all keep raging. Come on. Not being lucky, are we? Ha. Then the quiet comes. Anyway. Guessing my little rogue is a little bit under geared. That and well, 6 wasn't a small number either. Let's drop that in rage. There. We've put them down like the murlocs they are. Now we return to the Shifting Sands again, where we can find our new friend.
Be cautious.
It has been an arduous journey through time rifts. It is difficult for my mind to trust that this is home I have returned to.
Until next time.
Is it that time already? We will find time.
While it is unfortunate this is all happening, I am eager to discover new chronologies to study.
You know where to find me.
With these samples, we will have a better understanding of how and why these timelines are intersecting with ours. Thank you for your assistance.
We will find time.
Alrighty then.
Yes, I can help.
We did it! Right? Okay, maybe there was a wrinkle too. Nothing Dante needs to know about. Also an unexpected visitor. Still, overall, I would say that went pretty well.
I think that went well.
I will make time for you.
Closing time. These incursions push the durability of this timeline to the point of breaking. If only we had our full contingent of time walkers. Though you are a novice with the staff, I am told you have managed to help us out greatly. With an extra push, I believe you may further aid our cause. Normally, I would put you through a full training, but the times are unorthodox. Take this scroll of advanced knowledge and use it to push back the invaders. Be swift though, the effects are only temporary. Assist the time walkers by slaying time-lost enemies, buffing bronze allies, returning lost artifacts, and closing time rifts in the Shifting Sands. For that we get time walkers, a pair of boots that are a slight upgrade.
Consider all the time.
It is good to see that you have returned safely. What happened?
We were defending the temporal conflux when fissures in time suddenly opened and pulled us through.
What of the others with you?
I do not know. I did not see any others where I went.
Where did you go?
It was a time that looked much like this, but was vastly different.
In what way?
The timeline was chaos. There was destruction everywhere. Few left to save.
So with that name, I'm guessing he is a dragon as well. And since they are called Normu, or their name ends with Normu. So with this new objective, it's basically combining everything we've learned and putting it into a new quest. No pockets to pick. From this time lost Bladewing. Now we also get a little extra action button. Temporal Burst unleashes time magic, dealing damage to nearby time lost enemies, bolstering bronze allies and gaining Time Walker's celerity. Now let's use that next to our ally.
I never gave up hope.
So we can see she gets a buff, bolstered with temporal energy. And we also get one, Time Walker's celerity. Increases movement speed by 15%, increases haste by 15%, decreases cooldowns. I think I've been playing too many characters because I'm starting to mix up the controls or the abilities. Let's see. Why not? Guess I could use Feint to avoid the magic damage. Over here we can see something glowing, which is a time lost amulet or time lost artifact. Now, if you recall, we were tasked to return those to their original timeline as well.
The Briarrock will still grow strong.
So let's do that right now. We barely had this artifact contained. Let's see if we can buff them both from here. Yep, with a nice bit of damage as well. Cool, so we now are at 29%. Let's keep moving then. And use our extra action button.
I must get closer.
So we can deal a lot of damage, or a nice chunk of damage. I'm not sure what this is, but it's definitely not part of this quest, so we can ignore that one.
Too far away.
Oh dear, I need to be more careful. Actually, it's now area of effect, so I should be using Cloak of Shadows instead of Feint. Alright. Let's see about this one first. Drop that. Alrighty then, let's buff them. Go. Now up here we have a time lost chieftain. Now not all of my cooldowns are up, so I'm not sure. I should be fine. Die, Thornbreaker! No stun ready.
I need to target something first.
Snapped.
I must get closer.
Come on, little Valpera. There we go. This gives 10%, which is a nice amount. Give me a second. Or 8. In the meantime, you can buff this sentry. As you can see, there's an artifact up there as well, which looks a bit like something we saw in... what was it? Was it Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands? I think it's Shadowlands. Stay here, buddy. No need to rush off. There we go. That's a lot of progress again. The presence of these artifacts threatens our lifetime. Timeline. Not lifetime. Even though that could be correct as well. They did hit quite hard, so I have to CC one. Probably go for the other one.
I require a target.
Now we only have 6% to go. Guess that won't be 6%, but still.
I need to target something first.
Nope. That's only 2%. Wow. Kinda expected more.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, 2%. Okay, that's our last 2% then. Right within our sights.
We'll still grow strong.
And I just remembered what I forgot to mention. So this is a quite lengthy chapter, so I'm gonna have to split it in 2 parts.
We cannot lose more time.
Which is also something I will include at the start of this video. Anyway, a Time Walker's staff is crucial to shepherding time. Sometimes a gentle prod is all that is needed. Other times, firmer action is required. This should be enough to mitigate the instability in this area for now. While there is still more work to be done, your companions are eager to assist up at the temple. I'll ensure the area down here is supported while you all go ahead. Good luck.
We must find the time.
And level up. Alright, who do we speak to? Andante Normu.
I wish I could get back to my books.
Catching up to Chromie.
I'll be deep in my books.
You have helped us regain our hold on the sands, but I can sense something greater happening up on the temple platforms. Let us take to the skies and regroup with Ambassador Normu there. As always, time is of the essence. Meet with Chromie on the temporal conflux platforms.
It has been a time. We will ascend to the temple platforms. Please, meet us there when you are ready.
Race you, Dante!
New recruits.
Kinda expected a bigger dragon. I mean, I expected Andante to be a bigger dragon. Then they disappear. And here's Chromie.
Get comfortable in that bubble, Eternus. I won't let you corrupt our bronze oathstone.
Whether I am here for a day or millennia, it matters not. I will ensure the rise of our Lord Murazond.
Never. Lord knows Dormu is counting on me.
I see. So this infinite dragon, who was attacking the bronze oathstone, has been is stuck in stasis, and Chromie is keeping him there with the assistance of Andante Normu and Zera. Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
Until next time.
I would never allow the Infinites to succeed, but I wish there was another way to get through to them aside from combat. Let me just check the length of this video. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it here. So yeah, catching up to Chromie.
It's like meeting again for the first time.
About time. Eternus might look frozen in that bubble, but she's struggling with all her might to get free.
Is this hello or goodbye? I keep losing track.
And with that ominous sight, we will end this video. So Eternus, well, we'll have to stay a little bit longer there. Okay, so let's reflect on what we did in this video. So far we have reported in with Chromie at the Shifting Sands area. Apparently the place was in a state of chaos because the timelines are spilling over into each other and several time walkers had gone missing. Furthermore, a recruit failed to report in and we were to start a search for him or her. We learned that this recruit was called, well, shortly Zera, and she told us that she had been attacked by a bear that had gone crazy due to the overflow of time energy. She asked us to recover her belongings, and since we would likely bump into the bear, we were to take it out as well. Next, we went out to gather some of the time energy to empower her Time Walker stuff, which we would need later on. We then met up with most likely her supervisor, Andante Normu, and he gave us a speed training into using the Time Walker stuff. We were then sent into the field to close several time rifts and collect some residue from the creatures that poured in from different timelines, which is where I kinda failed and died. When closing these rifts, we managed... Actually no, that's later on. When closing these rifts, we managed to save one of the Time Walkers, who was led back to Dante by Zera. He in turn asked us to help by buffing allies, closing rifts, killing creatures from different timelines, and returning artifacts to their proper timelines. After all of that, we made our way to Chromie, who was defending the Bronze Temple from Eternus, an infinite dragon, or should I say is defending it. So yeah, in the next video we will continue with this chapter, and we will see how this will turn out with the infinite dragon being stuck here, and well, 2 dragons and 1 Draktyr being stuck, channeling into the bubble that keeps her in stasis. Until then, I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you will check out this next video as well. See ya!